Good morning. Good morning, Karen. I was a little bit late this morning. Good morning, Donna. Tomorrow's a holiday. I am bringing up my second device. You wonder why I'm looking down. My daughter's boyfriend gets tomorrow off, but then he's got to go back to work on Friday. My brother-in-law gets tomorrow off, but he's got to go back to work on Friday. And my sister will have the day off on Friday. But she doesn't get paid for Friday being off. They're just closed. The company's closed on Friday. So she's out. Hey, Marcy. When I worked retail for years and years and years, I worked every holiday. I worked every weekend. And I see I'm pausing up. Sorry, guys. I see that I'm pausing up. There's nothing I can do about it. The Wi-Fi around here has just been crazy lately, and I don't know why. Sorry about that. Good morning, Carrie Ann. So I have not been on in 3 weeks? Or has it been a whole month? I don't remember. So let me catch you guys up. And it's just been health reasons. If you don't know, I have fibromyalgia. If you don't know what fibromyalgia is, it means I have flare-ups where I'm in a lot of pain. I am super exhausted. I get brain fog and can't think straight. And so that's what's been going on. Now, I did spend a week at my daughter's. The week we had the heat wave here in Ohio, which extreme heat, extreme cold, they are both very bad when you have chronic illness. Oh, that would be nice, Donna. So I knew that week was going to be tough, but my only job, hi, Bree. My only job at my daughter's for the week that they were camping was to feed the cats and scoop the litter boxes. That was it. I did not have any other responsibilities. I did not have to do anything. So I made it there because when you are chronically ill, even driving 45 minutes is extremely hard and takes days of recovery. So I made it there okay, a lot of traffic. And because it was Father's Day when I left for her house. And the 5 cats and I just had the most relaxing week. But even with 2 air conditioners running on either side of her apartment, she lives in the top half of a Cape Cod. And so there's no attic space above them. You know, the apartment walls are the slanted walls. And so it was 78 to 80 degrees in there the entire, like even in the middle of the night, if I got up, it was 78 degrees in there. That's the coolest it got the whole week I was there. So I knew it was going to be hot, and I had dressed accordingly, and I brought little ice packs to be able to lay on me. And so just relaxed that whole week and spent time with cats and read a lot. So that was all that I did that week. And then last week, I was recovering from the week before. So I've not been able to go out and source anything new. I have not been able to do any thrifting. I've not been able to hit any of the garage sales. It's been a struggle. Now, I don't know around here if anybody will have garage sales because it is technically 4th of July weekend, even though 4th of July is tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure that my favorite thrift store, Betty's Flea Market, I think they close for the entire holiday every year. I think they usually take the whole week of 4th of July off. I will do a drive-by today or tomorrow and see if they're going to be open, but usually they're closed the 4th of July week. So I can't even hit that now that I'm feeling a little better. Good morning, Catherine. And let me tell you guys, yesterday was the first day I felt better. I woke up feeling better. I was in less pain. I wasn't near as brain fogged. So, whoo, I didn't even get to go to Pride. Remember, if you guys remember, I was supposed to be in the Pride parade. Some friends of mine own a film school here in the area, and asked me to be in the Pride parade with them. And I was determined this year I was going to get out and go to the festival, and there was no way. I got back from my daughter's the night before. I was in so much pain. I was so exhausted. And it was still in the 90s that day. So I had texted her, and I'm like, there's just no way I'm going to be able to make it tomorrow. She goes, oh, no, we dropped out of it too. So didn't do that. Don't do anything fun. I've not been able to get into my mom's pool yet. So all I did was relax and read so much when I was at my daughter's. And I love going to my daughter's. I don't know if you guys remember when I went last year, because they always do a week of camping right around her birthday. And I love the way she decorates, and she has a different style for me. She likes the vintage, like Asian decor. And so she has a lot from both of my grandmothers, because both of my grandmothers collected. And then she has at least one piece, maybe two, from her great-grandmother on her dad's side. And then she's got pieces that I've bought her. And she's got all of that around. And her apartment's just very happy and calming at the same time. So I just love being there. It's just comfy. It's cozy. It's so well decorated. She did the decorating for me for years, because I do not have that capacity. And so, hello, Lynn. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. So she's fantastic at that. And I just thoroughly enjoyed being in her space for the 5 days that I was there. And I did spend a little time with her before then I came back home. So I didn't actually get to see her on her birthday, which was, I think, 2 days after I came back home. But I gave her gifts and spent a little time with her before I came back home. Just wonderful. And she had bought a whole refrigerator full of fresh fruits and veggies, because when it is that hot, you do not want to cook. She bought some lunch meats. And the one day I did throw something in the microwave, or not the microwave, the crock pot, but it heated the apartment up so much I didn't do that again. Of course, that roast I threw in was enough to feed me for the next 3 days. So it was just such a nice, relaxing time. And being able to read again, for those of you that followed my health journey, you probably remember, with the brain fog being so bad, not only from having chronic illness, but also, good morning, Roxana, but also from perimenopause brain fog, I couldn't focus long enough to read a book. So being able to read again, I don't know what changed in my brain, but I have finally been able to sit down and read again. And it's been amazing. And I've read more books in the last few months than I did the last 2 years put together. And what I was reading when I was at my daughter's was the original Bridgerton series. I don't know. Do any of you watch Bridgerton on TV? It's on Netflix. And I've seen it all. And I'm like, I wonder how the books compare. Because I knew they'd updated it for TV. And by the time I got into, was it the second or third book, I'm like, this is nothing like the TV show at all. They had just diverged so far from what it was. Well, Bree watches it. So I got through the first 7. Yeah. I got through the first 7 Bridgerton books. So I have not read the last one, which is the youngest sons, even though I don't think he's the guy. I think Hyacinth's the youngest. Yeah. So Gregory, I think it's Gregory. So I've just started his story. And then I guess there's like a short story about Mrs. Bridgerton, the mom. And can you guys see my sister's cat? Anyway, I haven't read that either. And then I haven't read Queen Charlotte. But I did read the first 7. And I was just thrilled to be able to focus long enough to read it. You guys do not know. Because reading's always been my escape. Always. So to be able to read again, I'm just so relieved. I'm so happy about that. So I've only got 2 new items today. Everything else is going to be things that I have shown before. But hi, Alice. Oh, thanks. I love these earrings too. They've got stars on the ends. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hi, Roxanne. Anyway, in an effort to, because I've got small space, everything's going to get marked down until it either sells or I donate it back to get it out of here so I can make room for new stuff. And I'm really hoping to, now that I'm feeling a little bit better, to get back out. Today is going to be our hottest day, but then the temperature is supposed to go, hey, buddy. My sister's cat is like 3 times the size of my cat, and she does not like him. So if you hear hissing, it's because he's come in our room and she's chasing him out. Hi. Oh, no, he walked back out. He's gorgeous, though. He's gray. He doesn't let people pick him up, so I can't show you. Oh, thank you. That is one of my favorite art pieces. I picked that up in an antique store, and it had 0 info on it, and I could not find anything when I did a Google search either, but I absolutely love it. It's very calming. I love that it's all in blues. She's sitting there reading. She's reading outside, which I love to do. She is me. So anyway, everything today, besides the 2 new things I have, will have taken a markdown from the last time it was up for sale. So if you see something you want, now's the time to grab it. And I am so excited to be feeling better and be able to get out and source this weekend. What are you all's 4th of July plans? We are having a cookout, and we've already got hot dogs, and my brother-in-law is going to make hamburgers, and we live close to the Ashland County border. We live in Richland County, but we're right on the edge of Ashland County. And for years, everyone in the family usually goes over to Ashland County for fireworks, and they are actually doing them on 4th of July this year. So there is talk. I probably won't go, but that some people are going to go over and watch fireworks on actual 4th of July, which will be nice. All right, we are going to get started. And if you are unfamiliar with how a sale works, I'm sure everybody knows, but just in case you don't, I will hold up a card that has a name and the price, has a letter and the price of has a number. Wow, I've never done this before. Oh, Catherine, I completely understand. If you missed the beginning, it's taken me 3 weeks to recover from the heat wave and from being at my daughter's. Oh, Alice, that's so kind. Anyway, I will hold up a card that has the price and the number on it. And the first person put that in the chat claims the item. If you have moved or never purchased from me before, please send me your YouTube name, real name, your PayPal email, and your shipping address. And I will get you invoiced within 7 days. Probably do invoicing today. We'll see. And then once I've invoiced you, I ask that you pay within 48 hours. And once everybody's paid, everything goes out at the same time. And I'm sure that you guys have heard shipping prices. I can't remember the date. I saved the email, but shipping prices either have just gone up or will be going up. I don't remember. If somebody knows the date of when that goes in. But I do use pirate ship, so I do get the cheapest price possible. And I do not charge any handling fee. I don't even round up. So whatever I'm charging you for shipping is exactly what was the cheapest. July 1st. Yeah. So it just went up. Is the cheapest price that pirate ship is offering me on the day that I invoice you. So I don't add anything in there. I don't even round up. You get charged exactly the same rate that I get charged through pirate ship. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to drop that in. First up, my dad found this when he was unpacking his stuff in the garage. He thinks it was my grandfather's. And it would have originally it would have been, I think, about 6 inches long. And it is a razor strop. So it's just a cool little piece. And it says John Primble Razor Hone. And then it also says goods of trade and honor mark. But you can see here, the bottom piece has been broken off, and it would have been, and I'm sure, oh, now they're fighting. I'm sure that it could be cleaned up, but I didn't want to mess it up in any way, so I didn't do anything to it. But it's just little, and I think it's just a cool little piece. This reminded me of something Katie would collect. But I didn't know if anybody would be interested. Dad didn't want to just toss it since I thought it was really cool. Here's what the back looks like. And you would sharpen your straight razor that you were using for shaving your beard on it. I guess this company also made the actual straight razors, and they then made a lot of pocket knives. And it's just $5. $5, number 40 for that little piece of history. $5, number 40. And then next up, you guys might remember when I sourced this, and then I kept it for the longest time because I thought it was so beautiful. And I couldn't find any information about it. I still have not been able to find any information about it. It is hand cut, because all of this is hand cut. And this is the size of it. It came with, and I have no idea if this belongs with it, but it came with this inside. And you can see this divot here where it fits into. I have no idea. Ooh, Catherine's going to take that. Thank you, Catherine. Such a fun little piece. I taught my mom and dad to never throw anything out without checking with me first, because she threw out a vintage bordering on antique. I can't remember what they're called, but when someone's bedbound, you put it under them so they can go to the bathroom in it. And I'm like, Mom, I sent her a picture of me at an antique store and took a picture of it, the exact one she'd thrown out and the price that was on it. I'm like, don't throw things out without checking with me. All right, so back to this absolutely gorgeous. I have no idea. We had talked about maybe it was for cigarettes, but it doesn't seem the right length. Somebody said maybe a toothpick holder, maybe a like business card holder, but the sides aren't tall enough to hold a. Hi, Mary. Bedpan. Thank you, Bree. Brain fog's a little better, but it's not gone. And if you put toothpicks in it, like, I would think that everybody could touch the toothpick. That didn't seem sanitary to me. So I honestly have absolutely no idea what this is, but there are no chips on it. It is beautiful, hand cut. It's nice and heavy, so probably crystal. I don't know. It's this size. So I kept it. I kept trying on Google image search to figure out what it was. I could not find any information. It's just been sitting in a box wrapped up in bubble wrap. So $15, number 81. $15, number 81. If anybody finds it as beautiful as I do. And happy almost 4th of July, everybody. We are also doing potato salad, watermelon. So like all of the classic 4th of July food, we are doing that. Okay. Now I've got to figure out what I did with my black light. Oh, there it is. So everything now you will have seen before, but prices are going to be lower. So this is the uranium glazed drippolator. And this would have had an aluminum piece that set between the lid and here for the coffee to drip through. And this is why it is uranium glazed. It actually will glow green under a black light. And it's hard to tell, but it is really, really green in person. This does have a chip right here, which feels like a very new chip. So I have a feeling that this happened at the sale that I bought it at. And then there is a tiny chip here. And this flower is missing some petals right there. This flower on this side has them all. Nice and clean on the inside, and then drippolator there on the bottom. I love this piece. And it is now only $35, number 54. $35, number 54 for the uranium glazed drippolator. Next up is the Lomonosov giraffe. This was made in Russia, and this is a big piece. No chips, no cracks. And the made in Russia is wearing off. But right there, that's how you can tell it's Lomonosov and it's made in Russia. The detail on this is extraordinary. And for it to be such a large piece and not have any chips. Oh, I lied. Got a chip. I think that happened while he's been here. Oh, well, it's right there on the bottom. It's not visible, but I do not think that was chipped before, which means I did that. That's a bummer. He is 12 inches tall. $30, number 92. $30, number 92. Next up is the uranium glazed mixing bowl. I found both these pieces on the same day, but not in the same place. And once again, it glows green under a black light, even though it is pottery, not glass. And that is because uranium was added to the glaze. to get the color that you see. This is nice and clean. And it does not have any chips or cracks. No, I have not shipped it since it's been here. It does have some wear to the gold. You can see where it's worn off. And this is a Hall's Superior Quality Kitchenware, tested and approved by Mary Dunbar Jewel Homemakers Institute. Right there. $15, number 52. $15, number 52. Oh, I think it's heavy. Next up is the E.O. Brody Did she, Bree? Green glass planter. Was hers the uranium glaze? Because they made it for so many years that at some point in the production, they took uranium out of the glaze. Because I've seen people at antique stores going along with their black light, and only a few of the pieces will glow. So, E.O. Brody, green glass planter. To me, this looks like mermaid scales, fish scales. Maybe it looks like a pine cone. These were made in Cleveland, Ohio. And it's this big. It's so pretty. I love this green. $8, number 55. $8, number 55. Next up, a little bit of carnival glass in marigold. And this has that gorgeous, gorgeous ripple in the bowl. And this is a very shallow dish. To me, this is a perfect dish for setting beside your door and dumping your keys and your change and the things out of your pocket, your chapstick. It's the perfect size for that because you can easily see all of it when you go to walk back out the door again and grab what you need. No chips, no cracks. And this one, now only $6. $6, number 95. Next up, the Doric lace candlesticks in the milk glass. This was a Westmoreland pattern, but these are not marked Westmoreland. So I don't know if somebody remade these, if the molds were sold and somebody remade these, or if they just didn't get marked. I don't know. No chips, no cracks. They're in beautiful condition. And a pair. It's so hard to find a pair of candlesticks. Usually one gets broken or chipped. And these are like 4.5 inches tall. And the set is now just $6. $6 takes them both. Now, everything that I've got left, you can buy any 2 items for $8, or you can buy 3 items for $10. So I'll hold everything up, I'll sign it a letter, and buy more, you get a better price. So any 2 of these items for $8 or any 3 for $10. So first up is that little Made in Japan bud vase. Still got its Made in Japan sticker. It's this big, so all of these are going to be littles. So you can pick this and another item and get them both for $8, or you can pick this and 2 more items and get them all for $10. This is letter M. And I believe all of these items, the last sale I had, were $5. So Next up is the Avon Lamb, which is letter C. And the Avon Snowbird, which is letter V. And then we've got this little bar brooch with the rhinestones. And this little pair of screwback earrings. So you get both together. They don't match, but I just toss them in together for letter A. And we've got the bird brooches. And the bigger one's got little green eyes. Well, maybe it goes this way. But he can go any way you want him to go. From just over 2 inches from the tip of one wing to the other wing on the bigger brooch, and on the littler brooch, 1.5 inches. And the bird brooches, letter N. Got the little milk glass snuff bottle is what they called it online. And online I couldn't, they aren't marked. And well, Catherine's going to take the jewelry. Thank you, Catherine. Got you down for both. Online, I couldn't find any that had a lid on them, so I don't know anything about these at all. It's this size and no markings. And that one is going to be H. Then I have the little reticulated milk glass plate or saucer. This is the one that has rough edges. So I think it was hung on a wall with one of those metal wall hangers. And just over the years of it hanging on the walls, the house shifted, it made that rough under there. But no chips, no cracks. It's this size, and that one is letter T. And then I've got this little, another made in Japan piece. Just a little dresser dish. Nice and clean on the inside. No chips, no cracks. And this one is letter B. And then lastly, I've got metal salt and pepper shakers, and then some that weren't metal. So the first set is the coffee pot and the tea kettles. Coffee pot and the tea kettles. I love the little coffee pot ones. They're so stinking cute. Plus they got roses on them. Roses are my favorite flower. So D on those. And then the stoves. We've got the taller stoves. and then the smaller stoves by just a little bit. And those two sets are going to be letter P. Oh, Catherine's going to take those. Nice. And there's your 3 for 10, Catherine. Awesome. So the stoves are P. And then the last ones, only one set of the last is metal. We've got the little wheelbarrows. We've got these that look like a moonshine jug. And then the little glass ones. And this one is the one that has the rusty top, and I couldn't get it off. So all of those, one item, letter J. And that is everything that I've got today. So if anybody wants to see anything from the beginning again, or if anybody has any questions, let me know. And hopefully, I will be feeling as well next week, and I will be live again next week. And I will be able to source new items this weekend. That is the plan. And I changed it, and because I'm trying to cut back on the caffeine. So I took the coffee off of the coffee chat and a small sale and just changed it to chat and a sale. And I've been working really hard at getting my water in there. Sometimes I do really great at drinking the amount of water I should be. And then other times, it's terrible. Terrible. Thank you, Catherine. I have not been able to do any crafting at all. That's why I didn't even pull a new prompt this week. My sister and my niece were doing some junk journaling over the weekend, and I was just laying in bed. Couldn't do it. Didn't even have the energy for that. That's what stinks about having chronic illness is people are like, oh, well, tonight you don't have to work. And number one, I loved working. I miss working. I miss working full time. I miss massaging. And I miss even doing this and being able to do sales with other people, which I loved and just don't have the energy for. But you miss out on, I didn't get to go to the Pride Festival. I don't get to junk journal with my sister. You miss out on all the fun stuff too. You're just laying there in pain, wishing you could do something. So it sucks. Try not to bring up too much because it's just negative. It just sucks. But I'm grateful that yesterday I woke up feeling better. Like the flare up was over. So unfortunately, sometimes then I do too much and throw myself right back into a flare. But what are you going to do? You got to get some living in there when you got a little bit of energy. All right. I hope everybody has a super fun, safe 4th of July. Hopefully it's a long weekend for a lot of you. And eat some good food. That's what I'm going to do. I will see everybody hopefully next week. Thank you guys for being so patient with me as I struggle with life. All right, you guys. Bye.